It's that time of year again. Oh yes, I always talk about panettone, but today we are talking about Pandoro. Some of you have said to me, oh, Pandoro is the best Italian Christmas cake, even better than panettone. All right, so let's review the most popular Italian brands of Pandoro and see which one is best. I am here to do the difficult job of tasting all this Pandoro and tell you why, in my opinion, one is better than the other. Let's start. So the key ingredients for a top quality Pandoro are the fresh eggs, so they have to be top quality eggs, the flour, has to be good flour, the butter that you use. Quality of butter is also very important. And probably the most important ingredient is the sourdough starter, okay? Because it gives you the right consistency and flavors that you don't get from the normal yeast, okay? So sourdough starter is a must for a Pandoro. Also, Pandoro, it's from the city of Verona, okay? Panettone comes from the city of Milano. Verona is Shakespeare's favorite city, where Romeo and Giulietta come from. Let's talk about the history of Pandoro. The brand Melegatti in 1894 created the first Pandoro. So this brand is the creator of the Pandoro Christmas cake. But today, Pandoro is made by so many different brands, okay? So is the original still the best, or are the brands taking over the original? What makes the original Pandoro good or maybe better than the others? All right, so the first thing I'm noticing from the packaging of the original Pandoro is that it's made with a sourdough starter. So I already know the flavors are gonna be beautiful for this one. Something else I can read here is that it's made with simple and selected ingredients as fresh eggs, butter, and the famous Melegatti sourdough yeast, sourdough starter. I'm actually really excited to try. What am I looking for here? Okay, I'm looking for a soft Pandoro. Has to be spongy and soft. Has to be full of flavors. In this case, I want to taste the sourdough starter. And it has to basically kind of melt in my mouth, if you know what I mean. So the Pandoro comes in a plastic bag to keep the freshness and with the icing sugar, okay? This icing sugar or powdered sugar also has like a vanilla flavor in it, okay? It's beautiful. So this is what we do. Open the Pandoro, now we're gonna put the sugar inside, okay? So open the packet, and you're gonna put the sugar inside, just everywhere, like that, just put it inside. And now this is where the fun begins. Close it again, and go like this. You move it around, and look, you get it out, and your Pandoro is ready to be served. Look how beautiful. We got beautiful powdered sugar, icing sugar all over the Pandoro, and it's now ready for you to serve. Oh my God, I am inhaling the sugar. Love it. I can feel it soft, which is very important. Okay. Oh, that's a big slice. Now, if I look at the bread, it's nice consistency. It's a bread, it's a sweet bread, okay? And it's got the bread texture. Being super spongy, I mean, I have to compare it with the other ones, but it seems spongy enough. Let's see the inside first. It's got a nice flavors. When you make bread with a sourdough starter, normally the sourdough bread has got that nice consistency, you know, like it's not super spongy. It tastes just like the Melegatti Pandoro I used to eat when I was little. I don't believe the recipe has changed, so pretty good. This is the original Pandoro, and I like it. Even though it's not my favorite thing to eat, the Pandoro, I will give this a 7 out of 10, just because it's the original Pandoro. I do like panettone more, to be honest, okay? I prefer the panettone, many people prefer the panettone. It means that we have been eating the right panettone. There's also lots of bad panettones out there, so be careful what you choose and what you eat, okay? So if you want to learn more about panettone, go and watch my video where I reviews the panettones, okay? I also have a very nice recipe on my website where I make a Pandoro, I call it Italian Christmas cake, okay, tree cake, where I basically cut these into slices and I create a Christmas tree cake. And I put the custard inside, I put the blueberries, the raspberries, mint. It's beautiful. Go and check it out. Now it's time to try the Balocco Pandoro. The packaging of this Balocco Pandoro says soft masterpiece. So I'm looking forward to have this one. It says high quality Italian fresh milk is used for this. And it says on the packaging it does have a slow fermentation. So I'm expecting lots of flavors here. So all the Pandoro are supposed to come with the sugar in it, okay? If it doesn't have a sugar, you just use any powdered sugar you have at home. It doesn't say that it has the vanilla flavors in the sugar. Maybe there are. Doesn't have the same. This sugar doesn't smell like the other one. You do this, move the sugar around. All right, I don't find this sugar to be awesome like the other one, as tasty as the Melegatti. The Pandoro looks a bit small, but let me tell you, it's not high. It's just a bit more fat and lower, okay? Let's see how moist it is. Feels like the Melegatti. Doesn't feel any softer. All right, well, the color of this one looks darker. Can you see? Than the Melegatti. The density, it's a bit more dense than the other one. It's not as soft as the original Melegatti one. I don't know if it's a good thing or bad thing. Doesn't smell any better than the Melegatti, so let's try. Let's see. It's a nice bread. I enjoy it. Maybe I do need to maybe grill it and put some jam and fresh butter on top to have more flavors. I feel like it's missing a little bit of flavors. I personally scored the Balocco Pandoro a 6.5. Okay, I can feel my sugar level going up. Bauli Pandoro, one of the most popular, if not the most popular, panettone in Pandoro brand, okay? Bauli is a Pandoro I loved for many years, and I kind of grew up with this one at Melegatti, okay? So I have high expectations about this one. It's a 1 kilo Pandoro, and it says it's made with sourdough starter. Very pretty packaging, I have to say. Out of all of them, I think Bauli normally make the best packaging. But looking at this, I can see it's nice and high, feels soft. Let's put the sugar in the Pandoro, in the bag. Move it around. Now the sugar plays a very important role. So if the sugar doesn't get stuck on the Pandoro, it's a problem. The sugar provided by Bauli is great. Probably the best one I use today. Everything is on the Pandoro. Ooh, it feels very moist. It feels very soft. More than the other ones. Can you see how soft it feels? Oh yeah, it feels soft, look. I'm using my left hand to cut it. Oh yeah, okay. Hey, wow, look, the color is nice. It feels nice and soft. Look how spongy it is. Let's see if it reminds me of my childhood. Yeah, I love it. This is so good. This Pandoro, my opinion, is the best one I've eaten so far today. It's moist, it's full of flavors, it's pleasant, it's spongy, it's perfect just the way it is. I will give this a 10 out of 10. I'm not kidding. This is just perfect. It's melting in my mouth. And the sugar, in my opinion, has a lot more flavors than the other sugars I've eaten so far. So the sugar plays an important role. And if we compare the color of the Bauli one with the Melegatti, the original panettone, this is darker in color. So maybe because they use better eggs, maybe they use more eggs. Wow. Now I want to try the Motta Pandoro. I wasn't able to find the original Pandoro from Motta, but Motta and Bauli have been pretty much the same the last 2 years, I would say, because I've been eating the Motta Pandoro as well, and it's been consistent and good as well. This Pandoro was made in a collaboration with a famous Italian chef, okay, and he believes it takes this Pandoro to the next level. This Pandoro has the normal ingredients, which is eggs, butter, flour, and sourdough starter. But what this Italian chef adds to this Pandoro is the vanilla and the honey. So are these two ingredients going to make a huge difference? Let's find out. Very hard to open. Oh, okay, wow, okay. different shape. It comes on a gold plate, so I can tell there's a chef behind this. I guess it's all about the marketing in these days. This is again powdered sugar, and this is what you do with the Pandoro. Close and mix, mix, mix. Okay. Now I don't like how the sugar didn't spread evenly, because I've got one side here with the sugar and this side doesn't have sugar. So sorry, chef, but the sugar plays an important role. Okay. Now let's cut this. See how moist it is. Yeah. Wow. Okay. Wow. This is moist. It is moist. I can feel it. Can you see how moist it is? Wow, wow, feels super moist. Oh wow, okay, look at the color. Nice and red, just like the Bauli, very dark. So I guess they use lots of eggs or good quality eggs. Look at the sponge. Spongy, very moist, you can tell. Nice flavor, yeah, beautiful. Yeah, wow. I didn't like the Melegatti as much when you compare it with this. I gave it the Melegatti 8 out of 10. It's because the original Pandoro. Now that I eat this one, this is 10 out of 10. This is delicious. This is fantastic. It's got flavors, moist, pleasant to eat. I love it. So the thing with this one is it doesn't have the original star shape of the Pandoro, which is very important. But it's okay, it's a different shape, that's okay. You need to be more careful when you put the sugar on top here, because you don't want to miss the sugar. But this deserves a 10 out of 10. This is beautiful. Now let's try the Paluani brand, a respected Pandoro in panettone brand. So this says we use fresh Italian milk. It says the fermented slowly, and it says the dough has been worked in 4 different steps, making 4 different doughs to create this product. It's a dough made with water and flour. They use free-range eggs, which is important, delicious Italian milk, and it says it naturally cooled down slowly, like the old-fashioned way, to get a nice, soft structure. Let's see. You think, how can I go wrong with sweet bread, right? I like bread. There's people who know how to make bread and people who don't. Even though we only have a few ingredients, guys, the steps and the waiting time is very important. It's like when you make a bolognese sauce. You can make it in 1 hour, or you can make it in 5 hours. The 5 hours one makes a difference. In 1 hour, okay, it tastes okay, but it doesn't give you the maximum flavors. Okay, this is nice and tall again. Let's put the sugar inside, close. Okay, by touching it, it feels very, very soft, which is nice. Touching this, it does feel very nice. Okay, well, it doesn't feel as soft as the Bauli. Okay, it feels soft. All right, so this is the slice of Pandoro. Okay, so not sure about how many eggs or the quality of the eggs. Looks a bit pale. Doesn't look like a vibrant yellow color. Let's look at the sponginess. Okay, spongy, okay, yeah, spongy. Not the most spongy Pandoro I've ever eaten. Let's try it. Smells okay. A bit dry in my opinion. I've eaten better Pandoro. Sorry, but I'll give the Paluani Pandoro a 5. Not my favorite, and not my first choice. Okay, so today's review is telling us that Paluani gets the 5, so it's the lowest score, while Bauli is the winner with a 10 out of 10. A fantastic Pandoro that I highly recommend to get. You can find this brand everywhere. Now, if we compare the slices, this is the Paluani, this is the Bauli, and look at the test, the moist test. Look how much more moist and elastic this one is. Look at the difference of color. This is more vibrant, This is a bit more, more pale. And also look at the details. This is a bit too dense, a bit too thick. Look at this one. This is moist. Look at that. It wants to fold while this one is struggling. Look at this. Look at this. I'm going to have another piece because I really like this Bauli one. Beautiful flavors. It was interesting because Melegatti uses the traditional recipe And yeah, I liked it. I gave it a 7, but it wasn't as moist as the Bauli. So maybe Bauli found a way to make it more soft by using the traditional recipe, okay? So being a baker is not easy. Being a baker is like being a scientist. The time that you wait for the dough to rise, okay, and the ingredients that you use to create a product like this are very important. If you talk about Bauli panettone, later is not my favorite, but if we talk about Pandoro, Bauli Pandoro, the best one I've ever eaten so far. So good. So I hope you have your Christmas sorted. If you're a panettone lover, I recommend you to have the Tre Marie brand, because in my opinion, it makes the best panettone. But if you want Pandoro for Christmas and you love Pandoro, then go for Bauli and your Christmas will be delicious. I can't stop eating it. Let me know in the comment below which one is your favorite Pandoro. I really want to know, please. Because maybe I haven't tried it today. Maybe I'm missing out. So write a comment and let me know. Thank you so much for watching this episode. I will see you in the next Vincenzos Plate video recipe. E ora si mangia Vincenzos Plate. Merry Christmas! Buon Natale, everyone! Buon Natale to you and your families.